here with ESPN's senior NFL insider, Adam Schefter. Adam, appreciate you taking the time to chat today. How does it feel to be back? I know you were a beat reporter here in Denver for many years.
Sydney, it makes me emotional to be back here. This is basically where I grew up professionally, and I tell people I went to Michigan undergrad, I went to Northwestern grad school, the Medill School of Journalism, but I got my master's in the NFL from Denver Broncos University, and I really did. I'm looking around at all the signs on the wall, and these are all the men that tolerated and educated me through the years. These are all the people that I tried to have relationships with, and they were kind enough to give me the time and to be patient with me as I learned this industry. And so I see Terrell Davis and Gary Zimmerman and Pat Bolin and Steve Atwater and Floyd Little and Shannon Sharp, Gary Zimmerman. These are the names of my life professionally, and I have great love for those guys, for this organization, for being here, and it makes me emotional.
Well, one of the guys on the wall is Mike Shanahan. What are your thoughts on him getting inducted into the Broncos Ring of Fame this year, and his chances of getting inducted to the Pro Football Hall of Fame eventually?
Overdue on the Ring of Fame, deserving, absolutely should be in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. 2 Super Bowls, paved the way in terms of offense. So much of what we see in the NFL today is taken from the offenses that Mike ran. And Mike had some great assistants with him too, like Alex Gibbs and Bobby Turner, the great running backs coach, and Gary Kubiak. There were so many great people too. But Mike Shanahan doesn't need to be in the Pro Football Hall of Fame for me to know that he's a Pro Football Hall of Famer. He absolutely belongs.
Well, let's chat about this Broncos team for a little bit. We're 3-1, sit on a 3-way tie atop a really, really tough division. Do you think this Broncos team is better equipped to compete this year?
Well, it's been a good start, and they need to keep it rolling. And Teddy, I think, has been a steadying, stabilizing force for this team, and the defense has been very strong, and it is a very tough division. Boy, oh boy. I would not want to be going up against Patrick Mahomes and Justin Herbert for the next 12, 15 years. But this is the position that Denver finds itself in now, and this is a strong, solid team, well-coached, great organization. I would imagine that they'll continue to keep rolling, but it's just so hard to be great when there's so much greatness all around you.
What's the buzz around league circles about Teddy Bridgewater and his performance so far this season?
He's been such a steadying, stabilizing force, and you hope he can bounce back from the concussion and make it back to play the Pittsburgh Steelers this week and the Las Vegas Raiders the next week. But they just seem like a good, sound, fundamental team when Teddy's playing quarterback.
I know you just talked to George Payton a little bit. What type of job has he done here in the short time that he's been here, just infusing this team with more talent?
Yeah, well, that's his job, and he's going to continue to get to do that over time. And anytime a new GM comes in, it takes a little bit of time to get your own guys and draft your players. He's one draft class in, and that looks like it was a pretty good draft class so far. But he has a great reputation around the league as an Italian evaluator, and he was in demand for many general manager jobs, and he waited a long time before he picked this one as the GM job. So I think Denver is fortunate to have him, and he's fortunate to have this city and this organization too.
Last one for you, Adam. Head coach Vic Fangio has his team playing with a ton of more confidence this year. How have you seen him grow as a head coach as he's in his 3rd season now with the Broncos?
I don't know if it's Vic growing so much as the fact that they're just winning. Vic is who he is. He is an old school football X's and O's guy. And if you're winning, then people are going to view him in a different light than they have in other years. He's still the same guy, still the same Vic. He is a very smart football mind. He knows what he's doing. But again, the perception when they're winning is different.
Adam, always a pleasure talking with you. Appreciate your time.
Thank you, Sydney. I appreciate having me.